What is up? I decided to do a monthly reset. I came up with plans and steps for you to do a monthly reset. I'm a little late because it's already mid-June, but I wanted to organize and clean my space. And since it is summer and it's warm out, I want to move all my winter clothes and put them away. I have a lot of sweatpants from over the years that are just in this corner. And I also have more clothes also in this corner, and I just feel like my room feels really cluttered. I also have mail to go through, and this I could clean up. So I am going to declutter and clean my space. I wanted to try these instead of trying the Mighties, and to be honest, because this is a little bit cheaper, but these don't work at all. So you might as well just pay the higher price and stick to like the Mighty Patches by Hero instead of just a generic brand. But you know, trying to save money over here. I feel that since it's already mid-July, so we're already halfway through 2024, which is crazy because like I still remember it being January. Like I remember January like it was yesterday. But I made 2024 goals, you know, like in 2023, and I honestly haven't really been doing any of them, which kind of makes me sad. But I just feel like there's also a very misconception for like New Year's goals. I think my problem is I made a lot of goals thinking I'm actually going to do it, but from January to May I was working full-time, which it's very hard to do things when you work full-time. But I did do some of my goals that I have on here. Like, don't get me wrong, one of the goals I have is learning something new, and I felt like I did learn, well, I am kind of learning how to use air dry clay. I'm still messing around with that. I wouldn't say I'm a pro at it. And I did meet some friends and new friends. So I did make connections. I did go on one solo date. I had like a picnic by myself. One of my goals was to try modeling, which I still really want to do, but I'm a little scared to do that. And then it says to take YouTube more seriously by posting consistency, trying different tactics, be more creative, which I'm kind of doing but kind of not. I feel like I haven't been really posting consistency. And I have to budget or learn to invest, which when it comes to finance I always put it off. I don't know what it is. It's just so like overwhelming, but it seems so simple. So I definitely got to do that. I did yoga and meditated a lot when I was working because I felt like I was always stressed, but now I kind of took a step back from it. But since it's already mid-2024, I feel like now's a good time to kind of like reevaluate your goals, set new ones. If you feel like the ones that you made in January don't resonate with you anymore, you can always set new ones. And then just remember that if you don't meet your goals, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone moves at a different pace. And for next year, like I'm definitely not going to make that many New Year's resolutions. It's definitely hard to keep up with them. But I'm an overachiever, so we'll see. First goal I set in 2024 is to focus on me. I want to keep that the same because I still really want to focus on me. And now that I have a lot of free time, I can definitely achieve this goal. When I was working full-time, it was very hard.
So as I was comparing my goals from January and kind of like re-evaluating my New Year's resolutions, the second goal I have is to take YouTube more seriously by try different tactics and be creative. I want to keep that the same, so I said take YouTube more seriously, post consistent, be creative, and obviously try different tactics. The third goal was to budget and learn to invest. So I'm gonna change that a little bit as my life is a little bit different from when I made this in December. I do budget, like I always budget, like that's something I always do. But I want to look into a high yield savings account, and I've been wanting to do that for a while now, and I just keep putting it off. I don't know why, I just keep putting it off. So I'm going to make that a goal that I'm going to look into. The next goal was to do yoga, to meditate more. So I'm gonna change that a little bit. I felt like I did a lot of yoga and meditated way more from like January all the way up to like March. I felt because I was really stressed out from my job where I, you know, obviously had no choice but to meditate and do yoga because it was the main reason. It calmed me down. So instead of that goal, I'm going to change it to try to be more active. Oh, when I say to be more active, I don't want to just focus on doing yoga or meditating. I want to focus on like, you know, kind of just being consistent of going to the gym. I do struggle with that. I also like to do, I don't mind doing Pilates. It's not my favorite, but I will do it. And like walks, I love to walk. So that's what I mean by be more active. Try to be more active and to be more in nature. And I feel like I have been in a lot of nature this year, which I'm very proud. In March, I did go on a hike, which was really fun. And, you know, just being in nature is, it just heals you in a way. And I've been to the beach a lot so far. So my next New Year's resolution, that goal was to step out of my comfort zone. So I definitely want to step out of my comfort zone. I said in December when I made this, I said to model, solo dates, and public speak. I definitely want to try modeling, and solo dates I still want to continue to do, but I also really want to volunteer. So I'm going to do that very soon. And then the next one I had was to learn something new, which, you know, I did teach myself. I am learning how to do stuff with air dry clay. It is a bit difficult, and I am just, you know, I'm always learning. I'm always up to learning. And then this is a new one that I'm going to add. I would like to find a new job by November, definitely by November. But yeah, these are my 2024 updated goals. Here is a comparison to my updated goals for the rest of the year. A lot of them are very similar. Some of them I did change around. Okay, so now I'm going to reflect on the past month. I'm going to reflect on the month of June. I'm going to like journal it. So I felt like June was a very good month for me. I felt like I grew mentally and kind of am learning to let go of things that no longer serve me and learning to kind of like live in the moment. And I also felt like in June I was surrounded by a lot of my loved ones and friends. So I also went down to the beach with my best friend. I felt like in June I also spent a lot of time outside. I definitely way more time outside. And then lastly, I think last month I definitely cleaned my room a lot. Like I cleaned the crap out of my room. Like when I mean clean, I mean like I vacuumed under my bed type of clean. So I think the main lesson I learned in June, from like May to June, is to live in the present moment. I had some circumstances that was out of my control and I had no choice but to let go and live in the present moment. And I think overall it benefited me, and I felt like I grew a lot from, you know, like May to June. Actually, I grew a lot from like the past couple years, but my main lesson I felt like I learned was just to live in the present moment, to not overthink as much, because when you're overthinking, you're just taking away the peace from yourself, which I know I always overthink, or it's hard for me to kind of just chill, but I'm working on it every day, and I think you should too. I wanted to come on here and say thank you so much for watching my video. I did try to do something different for this video, but it's more of me comparing my goals and having like a one-on-one conversation. I'm kind of just looking back on my life. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Also, I found this quote that I really think you should take the time to read.